Okay, so today we're going to work on what some people have called the master move, and it's pretty common across different golf teachers, even through history. If you go way back to Harvey Penick, he said very similar to Mo Norman. The master move, the fundamental move you have to get is drop your elbow in and then turn through. And you can think of it in different ways. You could have your focus be on this action. You could have your focus be more on what your lower body is doing. Whatever it is, we'll work our way up to it, I think, is the way to do it. And I think so you have to work your way through your swing and let it become natural by letting your sequence make that move and your timing become a natural part of your flow in your swing. So let's start from zero. It's always a good idea to work on your fundamentals every time you pick up your trainer. So in the fingers, that's what's holding it, the fingers, not the hands, not like this, not muscling it necessarily, unless you were trying to get some leverage to get it up on a higher plane. But for this, just a fundamental feeling in the fingers. Then you can fold the hands over just like a good golf grip, making a small arc. Right, so be attentive to the arc. You don't want to be doing this. So we're making a small arc, and now just stay with us for a while, and more relax your upper body. And you'll say, when I see that, you'll be, oh yeah, I could take some tension out. So even me, I said relax, and I felt, oh, there was 10% effort in my upper body I didn't need. So I'm going to take that out, and you can see already I'm starting to get a good sequence going. And this good sequence is really the easiest way to move this. So if you just sit and let yourself surrender to the natural way of swinging the E-bell, you'll start to get a better sequence because it's a less effort method to use your lower body. If you wanted to just let yourself fall into a good sequence without thought, I would say just sit and do this, and you will start to shift first and use your lower body to drive it, because that's efficient. So that's what we're doing. Get to that efficient feeling, minimal effort to do this. That's where I want to be. Now, how do we get that transition going? So, we're going to start adding a little bit of force in two places. So a little bit of force in one place, a little bit more time in another place. So I'll get a little more toss back first. A little more toss back now. And now my task is going to be turn. So my task is going to be, how long can I let this fall before I rotate back through? So most people will start to turn back basically too soon. That's fundamental. You can give it different names, like hitting from the top or whatever, but basically it's, you haven't let the club fall into an efficient functional swing plane in order to be able to rotate through it effectively. So you're rotating too soon, and you go off that way, or you compensate for it, or you do else thing. But so let's go back, start this up again, and now give it as much time as you can, and you can even go back and look at it and see that feel like it comes to a moment of stillness and it's dropping, and then you rotate. So and then the final maneuver all the way through, always all the way through, so you're practicing a finished swing. You don't want to practice a swing that doesn't finish, because you're going to ingrain that. So it's fine when you're going back and forth to get your sequence going, but then always in the end, finish the swing. Finish the swing. Alright, so now we've got our feeling. The trainer taught us the feeling. Now you have to feel a little bit the heaviness of your arms, I think helps. Or just become much more attuned to the idea that you're responding to the club now. Respond to the club. Don't decide to apply your idea of a swing to this club. You have to feel the club and let the club tell you how it wants to work. So similar, get it in your fingers, and we're going to just do the same sequence of events, which is relax the upper body. We're going to now brush the grass just a little bit ahead of our strike because that's where we want. Hit ball first, then grass. So practice that idea. Practice that now. We've got a basic sequence. Now let's give it a little more time. And you can see, oddly, more time creates more speed. And the reason for that is now I've captured gravity and I haven't spent rotation. So free ride down a little bit into the slot, and now I'm in a place, not only have I already picked up speed, but I'm also in a place where I can really rotate freely. I can't rotate freely from here. I have to get here, and then I can rotate freely. So try that again. Give it plenty of time. Feel like it drops a little bit. Elbow comes in. Then rotate. So let's try one. Yeah, pretty good. Still a little quick. So because I was a little quick, that went a little left. Or I wasn't set up properly, possibly. But okay, let's try one that's better. Set up good. Yep, pretty good shot. So there's the move. You really have to learn to feel this back, drop, through. And you can make the drop aggressive if you want and add speed that way, or you can go down and add speed by coming up or rotating harder. But none of those versions are turn from the top. You have to get there. You have to get in the slot in order to hit the ball well.